Meek Mill is once again in the spotlight after leaked audio stirred up a wave of speculation tying him to music mogul Diddy. The internet is buzzing. Was Meek present at one of Diddy's infamous gatherings? Or is this just another example of rumors running wild in the entertainment world?
If you got some, don't you love when I come around?
You trying to enjoy this life? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Philadelphia rapper Meek Mill is under scrutiny after being referenced in a lawsuit filed by producer Lil Rod. The suit describes a scenario involving a prominent Philly artist, someone who dated Nicki Minaj, performed at the Super Bowl, and held a Las Vegas residency. Fans were quick to speculate it's Meek. While he hasn't confirmed the claim, his reactions haven't exactly silenced the chatter.
He did not. It did not say Meek Mill name. Wait. Oh, hold up. Never mind. Wait, what the fuck? I forgot. Look, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper 5. That's redacted. Look, 5. He's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Yo, Meek. We were playing around with that Michael Rubin shit, but if you've been tweeting about you've been tweeting about everything on planet Earth. If you don't get a Twitter rant saying you about to get Lil Rod killed, you about to shoot up his block, blow his mama's house up, this nigga is saying that you and Diddy were fornicating. What the fuck? Meek!
I just want to be clear about that. But going back to the lawsuits, one of those plaintiffs that has sued Combs was Rodney Little Rod Jones, a music producer who apparently worked with Combs on his latest album called Love. Jones says he lived with Combs for a year and witnessed what he claimed was not only debauchery, but also illegal activity. In his lawsuit, Jones names some very well-known celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., who he claims sexually assaulted him on a yacht that Combs had rented for a holiday cruise in 2022. Other celebrities' names are redacted from the suit. For example, the lawsuit reads, quote, rapper redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht consorting with underage girls, sex workers. Then in a footnote, it says he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, based on that, online sleuths quickly deduced that that suit was likely talking about Meek Mill. He dated Nicki Minaj for a couple of years between 2015 and 2017, and he was her opening act on a world tour. Once people decided that the lawsuit was referring to Meek Mill, these rumors started to circulate about his possible involvement or participation in Combs' activities.
But that's not all. Fans have unearthed old photos of Meek and Diddy at events, looking closer than expected. While pictures alone don't prove anything, they've fueled debate, especially considering Meek's street-hardened, no-nonsense image. Now, critics are questioning how that image aligns with these resurfaced moments.
You got close when he offered to take you shopping.
Yeah, you see, now Meek is in the same shirt. He's out there in the same shirt.
Holy
this is not Photoshop.
Shit.
This is really I'm just saying to you. No, stop it. You set that up. Look, you set that up. There's he's in the same shirt.
What do you mean he's in the same shirt?
I obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. This is what I'm saying, bro. You go, I'm like, nah, it was odd. Like, this is some of the things that people say. Like, girls, guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
Back in November, Meek posted a video saying, "No Diddy gang," trying to distance himself from the mogul. But instead of calming the situation, the comment raised even more questions. Since then, Meek has tweeted frequently, often more than others involved. People are left wondering, is he just defending his reputation, or is there something deeper going on?
What's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this motherfucker. This real life.
Real life shit,
nigga,
yeah.
no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
Meek Mill himself has been vocal about his name being brought up alongside allegations of abuse, drug use, sex with underage girls. He has claimed online that his success in the industry, as well as his work to reform the criminal justice system, has made him a target. And Meek Mill is very active on X, formerly Twitter. He has voiced his thoughts about the lawsuit as well as the rumors. In September, He tweeted, quote, "From the streets of Philly to becoming a millionaire to helping reform the system to bridging a gap of billionaires to interacting with the rap culture that results in success, it's a lot of people hating on me on the low. They don't play with guns, they do campaigns." And he also tweeted several times about the rumors surrounding his sexuality. For example, one tweet reads, "I have the right to say I ain't gay, and I'll trash anybody that play with my manhood, LOL." Then earlier this week, he put an offer on the table, a $100,000 reward for anyone who can figure out how he got named in Rodney Jones' lawsuit in the first place. He tweeted, "I want to hire an investigative team $100K cash to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill name to Diddy case. I also want them to look at who is powering the media involving Meek, anything to do with Buddy." And then in quotes, "something not right." And then he followed that up minutes later with, "The streets know what's up with me. That's not the case. We talking about business side, somebody powering these bad campaigns with Meek Mill. Again, I got $100K for a thorough investigation of what's powering and how exactly my name connect to this."
Meek says he's the target of a smear campaign aimed at bringing down successful black artists. He even offered $100,000 to fund an independent investigation into the media coverage and swirling rumors. According to Meek, something's not right. Still, many fans remain skeptical, though others, including Kanye West, have expressed similar concerns about the industry.
Yo, so let me explain to you why I stand by Puff. When I went against Adidas got my bank to freeze my accounts right before tax time. From the way I understand that, you evade taxes, you can go to prison. So I believe Adidas tried to put me in prison for not abiding by their contract. So watch this. Puff sues Diageo. A hotel video from 10 years earlier is put out. Now people don't like Puff. And then Diageo, they go in with the most insane media takedown I've ever seen, all the way to not just the media, but not allowing a person to get bond for $50 million. There's people with actual murders that are at home on bond and not a $50 million bond.
Not everyone is buying Meek's stance. Industry insiders are questioning his sudden efforts to distance himself from Diddy after years of public friendship. Meek now claims they were never that close, only adding to the confusion. It's a reminder of how quickly alliances can shift in the world of fame and fortune.
Well, Meek Mill had a video recently. He was walking around someplace, and he said, "No Diddy."
No Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me. You heard that shit, Meek? Yeah, Meek.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you saw that?
No, I seen it.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can't really no Diddy your way out of that photo. You got the matching outfit with Puffy. You can't no Diddy your way out of that. But I guess it's a little disappointing is that it seemed like Meek Mill was an actual friend.
There's no friends in the industry, Vlad.
But it seemed like they were actually had a relationship.
It's no friends in the industry, Vlad. There ain't no friends in the industry. I think a lot of people, you see all the silence we hearing now? I think Ray J kind of said, even though Ray J's kind of going a little cuckoo recently. Love him. But here's there's a lot of people silent. And there's three reasons. One, they got some skeleton in their closet. They're like, let me not jump in because I don't want them to look at me. Two, some of them was at these parties and they may have freaked off a couple girls with Diddy.
Yeah.
And
or guys.
Yeah, or guys, right? And the third version is literally them trying to figure out, like, I don't want to be against this guy if he beats it. So everybody's been watching it. So they're watching it and they'll be like, shit.
A friendship, a real relationship.
Yeah.
But just recently, you see Meek Mill in Philly and he's like, no Diddy gang. Does that surprise you?
It's the industry. Nobody's really friends. You know, when I came in this game, I thought everybody was my friend. And I realized that, you know, everybody's trying to figure out a way to, you know, take advantage. I want to say take advantage. Yeah, fuck it. Take advantage of you. So it's like when you learn things later on in the game, you'll be like, all right, cool. Fuck it. Damn, this nigga took advantage, or I did this, or this nigga swayed me to the wrong deal, or this person did this person. You can't blame anybody but none of these people are your friends. You know what I'm saying? Management, lawyers, niggas in the entourage, none of these people are your friends. Once you keep that mentality, nothing will bother you. So when a motherfucker do some stupid shit or sucker shit or say some shit or try to assassinate your character in any way, you don't take it personal because they never was your friend. It's just all business.
Yeah, I just feel like...
So nothing surprises me in the music business, the industry.
Interestingly, Meek hasn't directly denied any specific allegations. Instead, he's focused on claims that artists are being unfairly targeted. Some insiders, like Big Homie CC, suggest Meek may be holding back, possibly out of concern that lying could backfire if federal investigators reveal new evidence. Social media has even hinted at suspicious digital activity tied to Meek, adding fuel to the fire.
The sheets were bloody, nasty. They found a whole lot of used condoms. And it was a Diddy party, given in Meek Mill's honor for his birthday. I was like, yo, wow. They said it was disgusting the way that they left the place. So I know they got hit with another bill on top of that $25,000 and the different deposits they had to put down for cleanup and all this other stuff. It was crazy. It was one of the property managers, they had rented out a mansion. I heard about that whole story.
This kind of surprised me because Meek Mill, who seemed like he had an actual...
He's on a no Diddy move.
Well, yeah, Meek Mill, who seemed like he was actually friends with Diddy, down to the matching outfits.
They gonna rush him too?
He said no Diddy.
Yeah,
he said no Diddy gang.
No Diddy gang. You know, I guess you got to say something because they throwing him in there. You know, the bloody sheet thing came out. You got the other dude. You got the other dude saying he recorded whatever he heard in the room, and you got the video of him in the pool, and dude, you know, Diddy talking to him the way he talking to him. So, you know, hell yeah, he better start saying something.
Experts believe federal recordings could be key in the Diddy case. Legal analysts say many celebrities are keeping quiet to avoid having their words used against them later. Diddy's legal team is reportedly working to prevent those recordings from being admitted in court.
Meek Mill had his Amazon account connected to his Twitter. The man on there buying dildos and it's getting posted to his Twitter account. I just purchased this 10-inch dildo. So, like, I really don't want to talk about Meek Mill. You feel me? I just don't think Meek Mill is a bright guy, period. Like, I just feel like Meek Mill is the dude who will end up someplace trying to be with the who's who and be like, wait a second. I don't know what's going on.
So then, you know, you go on his Twitter page, you click on his likes, bro. You see things that he's liking. That's questionable. Would you come up in here with a matching shirt with me?
Hell no.
Hell no. Ace, would you pop out with a matching shirt with me, bro? Styles, put that on something. You gonna pop out with? No, boy, it's not going like that, bro. Would you let me call you daddy?
Hell no.
No, bro. I've been saying this for years. I say, man, these boys strange, bro. The things they into is strange. I've seen so much. I've seen a lot, bro. So like with him, look how he responded to the situation. Not one time did he come out and say these things are a lie. Did you see that?
Yep.
He didn't say that.
He didn't deny it.
No, he didn't deny nothing. Because if he deny it, what's finna come out? Footage.
You think Diddy has footage on Meek?
For sure. He got cameras through his whole crib.
Comedians Joe Rogan and Andrew Schultz recently joked about Meek's role during a live show. Schultz noted that Meek's constant tweeting might be keeping the story alive instead of letting it fade. Meek responded online, writing, "I laughed at the jokes, but don't test me. I might surprise you."
Now, Deshaun Diddy Combs looking to suppress evidence.
And so that's the other thing that's awful. They are going to be watching basically porn for hours on end in front of people. So in front of victim one, whoever it may be, there's going to be porno played in the federal courtroom.
And victim one would have been made aware of this.
Oh, 100%. She's probably being told right now, like, this is going to be played in open court. Your sex history, your sex life is going to be talked about in open court. All of this.
And presumably then she knows that and she's pushing forward because she hasn't withdrawn.
But don't forget this. It doesn't matter if she does or she doesn't. This isn't a civil case. This is the criminal case. So she could flat out tell the federal government, I don't want to participate. And they can say, we don't care. This is a crime. Crimes are against the United States, not against them. Keep calling her victim one, but don't forget, she's a witness to a crime. So it doesn't matter if she went to them in today and said, I'm not participating. Their response, we don't care. Get your ass on the stand.
Now, reports suggest Meek may be called to testify in Diddy's upcoming trial. Federal investigators are reportedly lining up several public figures, including Ashton Kutcher. Meek appears to be on that list, potentially putting him center stage in a very public legal battle.
Here we go, guys.
Here we
All
go.
Right. So, you know how, like,
we yelled at Kurt about this yesterday. When he came in and he goes, P. Diddy definitely everybody and did this and raped everyone. And then we're like, well, how do you know? He's like, I read. Not really. It doesn't really mean anything. You're always reading somebody else's numbers.
But that's what you can do in comedy. That is enough to checkmate most comedians.
Yeah,
I read, and you go, he does read. All right.
Yeah. Well, it's just a funny thing to say because you could also be like admitting the ridiculousness of it yourself while saying I read. You know, because it's kind of an admission. Like, I'm not there. I didn't go to the freak off.
Yeah, I want to hear somebody goes, I went to one of these parties and man, P. Diddy was like, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go fuck Meek Mill in the butt. But like, that's never going to happen. No one comes out and says
so.
That.
If you're looking at that, what makes you conclude that he definitely was doing that?
Because he basically, the first time they ever met.
Why you be going at Meek Mill on social media then?
I love Meek. No,
you don't. You always talk about you love somebody.
I love Meek.
And be butchering them on.
When did I butcher him?
Man,
I love Meek. Meek, I love you. I'm the only one on social media saying he's not gay.
But you did say you have a hard time proving that you're straight, though.
I said he did a bad job.
Yes.
Which he laughed at. He laughed at the joke. He's like, this is the first time I laughed at somebody saying I'm funny.
You just like, so not as long as it's a name, you're gonna go back and forth with him, huh?
Yeah, if it's somebody if somebody's using me for my name, I'm not gonna go back and forth.
Right.
But if it's big enough that sure, I'll do it.
Right.
Also, if there's but Meek did nothing to me, by the way. Like, honestly, he's really innocent in all this. And I do support him. I do think that he gets an unfair shake. I think he gets like trolled a lot, and I think he's probably like a good guy.
Right.
So I always say leave Meek alone.
Gene Deal, a former bodyguard for Diddy, has publicly claimed to witness questionable interactions between Diddy and Meek. Other sources from Philadelphia support that claim, saying the relationship dates back to the early 2000s, possibly beginning with a well-known...
You settle a case, you may have an NDA, but if the feds come a knocking, you better answer.
As the controversy grows, major industry names are distancing themselves from Diddy. Will Smith, Meek Mill, and Jay-Z have all reportedly stepped back. But Jay-Z, a longtime business associate of Diddy...
I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. Stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. That's not funny. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people get so many things.
You know what I'm saying, that you reached out to them and took the money away while I'm in this spot, man. And I appreciate you for it up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel the love, Jay, for real. I feel the love, for real. It means so much to me. This right here is crazy. You be careful out there because they definitely trying to end us, you feel me?
Yeah.
They can't do it. we gonna raise our families and become the kings that we supposed to be. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But words can't explain how much it means to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like being left for dead, D, and only one person coming to do anything to get you. And that's the level of appreciation that I have. D.
With allegations mounting, insider accounts surfacing, and legal pressure intensifying, the public is left with more questions than answers. Is Meek Mill a victim of unfair targeting, or is there more beneath the surface? And can Diddy salvage what remains of his legacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Meek caught in the chaos, or is he hiding something? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know what happens next.